Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we'll be taking a look at Jack Jack and Raccoon 2-pack from the Disney Pixar Incredibles 2 Junior Supers line from Jakks Pacific. Now there was a first wave of these that had 4 sets I previously reviewed. It was Mr. Incredible and Jack Jack, Elastigirl and Dash, then there was Frozone and Violet, and then there was a new costume, Elastigirl and Screenslaver. So they've done a wave 2 of these, which is kind of funny because I feel like most stores are getting ready to clearance these out because the movie came out about two and a half months ago, and it's just kind of how it works for movie toys. They're kind of seasonal and then they kind of go away. But if we take a look here on the back, now you can see Elastigirl and Dash. This is the second wave. Now these two are just repackages. This Elastigirl was previously paired with Screenslaver, and Dash came with this version of Elastigirl. So they've just kind of switched up the pairing and you know, put these two together. And then Underminer came with his playset previously, but now they've done him in a 2-pack with the normal Elastigirl. And then they have Edna and Mr. Incredible. So this is the only 2-pack out of Wave 2 that I decided to pick up because I already have these 2 figures. I already have these 2 figures because I got Underminer with his playset. And I wouldn't mind having Edna, but this would be my third Mr. Incredible because I have the pack with him with Jack Jack, and I have him with the Incredicar. I don't know why they are unwilling to give us a version of Mr. Incredible in his blue and black suit. We have this other version of Elastigirl, and I know that's more prominent in the movie, that's true, but he does wear that blue and black suit to the first meeting when him and Frozone and Elastigirl go to that first meeting to bring back the supers. So it makes a movie appearance, plus, you know, it's a perfectly wonderful suit. I actually prefer his blue and black suit. If this pack was the blue and black Mr. Incredible with Edna, I'd have it already and you guys would be seeing it right now. But I can't bring myself to buy a third version of this same figure just to get Edna when she doesn't do much. She barely has any articulation because her legs are so small. So I don't know, maybe if there's a clearance situation in the future. But I was like, hey, Human Torch, Jack Jack, and Raccoon, because they fight. If you're familiar with the movie, there is a scene where Jack Jack fights a raccoon, and it's hilarious. I won't say much more than that if you haven't seen the movie yet. Definitely check it out. It was a good movie. This is a standard blurb about the movie. It's the same on every package. I'm not going to read it again. You can pause it, read it if you like. Not that great. So these are the 2 new figures. Like I said, the only pack that I will be reviewing for you unless something changes and that gets like super clearanced. Although I have to say I found this at Target, and when I went to buy it, they didn't know what to charge for it because apparently they're not showing up in the system anymore because, again, like I said, they're trying to clearance them out. So they got new product in and it wasn't in the system. So they just made up a price and charged me a couple bucks. So definitely head to your local Targets if you're looking for these because they're showing up and they don't know what to charge for them. But that's going to pretty much do it for the packaging for these. Pretty simplistic. Let's go ahead and get them out of here, and let's take a closer look. Here are the 2 out of the packaging. Jack Jack's very hard to pose. As you can see, he's kind of ridiculously bow-legged, and I believe the reason for that is because they want you to be able to put him in a sitting position. And of course, he can sit perfectly fine, but if you want him to stand on his legs, it's a very difficult balance of trying to balance his oversized head and his weird bow-legged feet. It can be done, but much easier to just sit him on the ground. Now you can see he's got some cool translucent pieces. If you've seen the movie, Jack Jack has several powers, one of which is to kind of ignite, like the Human Torch. So that's what they're depicting here. The head is on a ball joint, so you got a little up and down, side to side movement there. You have some cool flames molded into his arms, which are kind of translucent. And then you have the standard kind of up and down and spin around joint for the shoulder there. And then the legs actually move together. They are one solid piece. So like I said, he sits very easily. If you're trying to get him to stand, you kind of really have to balance the head. But I can just have him sit. It's really no big deal. So I think he's pretty neat. The paint on him is fairly decent. The effects they're going for with the translucent pieces to kind of get that flame effect, I think they did a fairly decent job. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. I'm gonna say it. I kind of love the Raccoon. I really don't know why. He's kind of the breakout favorite for me. Head can move from side to side. He's got that same shoulder joint with the hinge. And then also you can spin it around, and then his legs move together as well. And then he's got the really nice tail. So he's got great articulation for a figure this size. I love how he's got his arms like he's ready to brawl. It just makes me laugh. The paint on the tail and the face, I think, is really well done. He just looks kind of sharp, man. I think he's just a cool looking raccoon. I gotta say it. I like him quite a bit. It's goofy to get a raccoon figure for him to fight, but it works, and I kind of like him better out of the set. Jack Jack is not bad, but I think the raccoon is better. I don't know, just gonna say it. So I think these guys are fun. Like I said, if you want to head to your local Target, that's where I think these have been showing up. And they'll probably just give it to you for even less than normal price because they don't know what to charge for these things because they're not in their system. But even if you pay the normal price, I think it's only like $5 or $6 for the set. And, you know, you are getting kind of two smaller figures in this set. Usually Jack Jack was paired with like a much larger figure like Mr. Incredible. But he is kind of neat, and I do like the translucent pieces. And plus, this pairing makes sense if you've seen the movie, so... yeah, I definitely think it's worth checking out if you've been collecting these. If you have some of the other ones, I think it's nice to finish off your collection here. Like I said, most of the other figures in this second wave are repackages of figures you've already gotten. And I'm kind of bummed about the Edna because I kind of want her, but at the same time, I don't need another Mr. Incredible, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about these in the comments below. I'd like to hear your opinions. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.